adopting the health care bill that was passed over the years. A lot of people were not happy with that. I'd like to know how you all felt about that.
Well, you know, the health care bill is unconstitutional on so many levels. I don't even know where to start. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, I think it's an excellent idea to begin to take the fight back to the federal government from the state. The 10th Amendment is our future as far as I'm concerned, and we need to, you know, we need to be able to govern ourselves, and we need to be allowed to opt out of this if we can. It's an absolute an abomination that what they've created, and is about as much to do with health care as you know, reading Glenn Beck book. It has nothing to do with health care. And you know, I can tell you that essentially, if we're going to have this, you know, we need to stand strong and take this fight to the federal government. Just keep going now.
Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, Don, the healthcare issue is very much at the forefront. A lot of folks in this room, I applaud the efforts that have taken place because of the grassroots conservative pressure in Jeff City to make sure that the vote took place on House Bill 1746 earlier this week. That actually is a great bill because it makes Missouri the first state in the country to be able to have the public vote on opting out of the healthcare, the mess that we have from the government. We should not be listening to the fact that the big government is trying to pass something that they have no constitutional rights to do. As just mentioned, the 10th Amendment gives the state of Missouri the opportunity to regulate that, and that's something we need to do. So I'm glad that our leaders in Jeff City have taken the initiative to move forward and give us the right on August the 3rd to vote to opt out of the healthcare issue.
I agree with some of the sentiments you just heard. Last Tuesday or 2 Tuesdays ago, whenever it was, I was up in Jefferson City with some of the people in this room for the Healthcare Freedom Act event when they were trying to get it passed. I am very encouraged that, as Chris said, we are going to be the first state that has the opportunity to let the people vote on it and really express our opinions as to the harm that the Healthcare Act, that the Obamacare is going to have on this country. I think, as Bill said, it is totally unconstitutional. And it's going to be a very uphill battle to try and get control of that system back. I know that this is more about control of our dollars and your tax dollars. It has very little to do with our health care. It's going to be the first time you're being compelled to buy something, and if you don't buy it, you stand to be fined or in prison. That's just not the way our Constitution was built. That's not what I spent my time in the military and in law enforcement to protect. So hopefully we can get this country back on track. Thank you.
Well, the 10th Amendment does apply here. There's no doubt about that. I think most of us understand that the 10th Amendment is the rights for the states and the people in the state to take control of things that concern state issues. What concerns me more than anything is this is going to kick in 2013. We don't understand the whole mechanism of it because what's going to happen is they're taking our money now. And they're building up this reserve. And then when the insurance actually kicks in 2013 and we add all these people onto the roll, it's going to kill our Medicare system here in the state of Missouri. We are going to be really under the gun to try to get back some of the revenue that's going to be paid out in Medicare premiums and Medicaid premiums. That's what I'm really concerned about because the federal government, when they've mandated it, they could care less how you get your revenue to pay for it. They're only telling you this is what we're going to force upon the states. That's why the 10th Amendment is so important. And I say this in my website, the 10th Amendment applies, and what our present administration is trying to do is infringe upon that 10th Amendment with not only health care but cap and trade as well. And it's going to destroy our economy here in the state of Missouri. So we must fight with everything we have to stop that effort.